And what else did I do? I don't know, I tried Mitsuya cider for the first time. That was kind of nice. Tried sea urchin. Struggling to think of what else there is to talk about. Oh my god. Okay, actually, you know something else about Japan? So we were getting taxis a lot, which were a very helpful method of getting around, considering the absolute size of Tokyo. And you know, anyone who's been to Tokyo or lives in Tokyo, I'm not sure if it's the same way in other parts of Japan, but you know how in the back of taxis they have the screen with the ads on it? That shit was so funny to me, because we're all aware of how, like, you know, in the back of taxis they've got ads that you watch, and the thing is, these ads are all in Japanese with no English subtitles or translations. And in general, from a foreigner's perspective, Japanese ads tend to be very wacky and energetic and quite surreal at times. I kept thinking, like, every time we would have a taxi ride, I'd just be sat in the back watching these, and I would get so sucked in trying to figure out what the fuck they were trying to sell me. It was so great. It was so great. I was in the back, like, looking at this, and then I sort of realized that because I didn't understand it, and it was just like listening to voices being used and sounds and looking at colorful imagery, I realized that those Japanese commercials were my fucking Cocomelon. I was just like, it was like jangling keys in front of me. I was like, what? The one that I remember the most it's the one ad of all those dudes there's two actors in this ad, but they sort of space them out like there's four of them. Like, it'll be one guy, different guy, and then two more of the same first guy. And they're singing the song that goes, Eru, 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 steppu, eru, 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 steppu. I couldn't get that shit out of my head the entire time I was there. And also, I was watching this ad, and I'm like, what is this for? What is this for? What is this about? But I'll tell you, when you understand the psychology of advertising, I guess it worked, because I've not fucking forgotten their slogan. Luca kept singing that shit. Luca kept singing that shit everywhere. Step like that. I've always thought this about him. We know this about him. He has the energy of a hyperactive 12-year-old, but it was really proven even more in the time that we were there. But Luca's adorable, and he's always energetic, and he kept singing that song. He was always running around. He was always flossing and shit.
We got to check out a few places. I went to go to Big Camera for the first time. And I just thought, like, why are we going to, like, a camera store? But as it turned, what my uninformed ass did not know is that Big Camera is much more than just an electronics store. There was so much stuff. There was, like, floors upon floors upon floors with stuff. Like, there was, like, appliances, there was watches, there was umbrellas, there was video games, there was music equipment. There was so much. Big camera. Yeah, that, oh my god, I cannot get the jingle out of my head. The jingle was constantly playing. And once we were out of there, you guys know, out of Loxium and Noctix, if they hear a jingle, riddle me this. Who do you think could not shut up about the jingle after hearing it? Take a wild guess. Yeah, you got it. Luca was singing it so much after we went there. Both that and the eru steppu, like the line commercial that they play in certain taxis. He was also singing that all the time.
Eru steppu, like that.
That's our mafia boss for you. He's like, he's sort of like you know those toys that hear something and then they just repeat it back at you? That's Luca. He's like a record player.
We went to Biku Camera at one point, and I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that because of the theme song. Biku 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 Camera. It's like just like the theme song from Don Quixote. Whenever I was in there, every time it came on, I would like sing along to it. It was nice. Biku 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 Camera, and then go to Don Quixote. Don Quixote. We need more. Outside, like, I don't know what Western companies have a theme song on that level. The only one that's really coming to me right now is fucking for fucking. Hang on, I can whistle better than that. Yeah, there you go.